In today's episode of How Broke Are We are diving into the wild world of budgeting on low income, where every dollar is a contestant in the financial Hunger Games, and you're a Katniss with a coupon book instead of a bow and arrow. Look, I know the struggle. When you are on a low income, it feels like you are choosing between paying the light bill and eating ramen for the fourth day straight. But here is the first tip: get your priorities straight. Your rent, utilities, and groceries comes first. In other words, Netflix and DoorDash, we love you, but you're on the bench for now. Think of it like this: you're building the house. The foundation non-negotiables like housing, food, and utilities. Furniture, maybe a fancy coffee table, that's on sale for 50% off. But guess what? You don't even have 50% of the money either. So you might have heard of 50-30-20 rule, where you spend 50% on needs, 30 on wants, and 20 on savings. But when you're on low income, you're probably like, wants? Haven't seen those in years. Here is what you do. Remix the rule. Let's say 60% on needs, 10% on wants, and 30% on savings and debt repayment. This remix ensures you are covering your essentials while still giving you a bit of wiggle room. Think of it as your playlist. You're still getting your groove on with a little fun tunes, but the main tracks are the one that keeps you on beat and moving forward. Basically, keep your wants low, but don't make your life a constant survival mode. Next up, we've got savings. Yeah, you're thinking savings? With what money? But here is the thing, even saving $5 or $10 per month can help. And don't think of it as a sacrifice. Instead, view it as a smart move for your future self. Imagine it like this: you're setting aside a tiny piece of your paycheck as a gift for your future. No matter how small, this gift can grow and provide you with a breathing room when you need it most. Plus, automating savings means you're less likely to spend that money on impulsive buys. Over time, those small contributions will make a big difference and help you feel more secure even when money is tight. Let's talk food. Yeah, takeout is tempting until you realize that DoorDash costs you the same as a week of groceries. Meal planning can seriously save your money. No more guessing what's for dinner, no more late-night Uber Eats orders. Buy in bulk, plan meals, and freeze stuff. Start by making the shopping list based on what you need for the whole week. It'll not only last you for days, but will also help you resist the urge to splurge that money on delivery apps that seem to think small fries should come with the side of your rent money. Pro tip: stick to a grocery list. If it's not on the list, it doesn't exist. Well, except for chocolate. That is always allowed. You know, dad is that friend that overstays their welcome at the party. You love them, but also they need to go. If you've got debt, it's time to face it head on. Figure out what you owe, who you owe, and how you're gonna start paying it down. Don't ignore it and hope it goes away. It's like ignoring a raccoon in your attic. It's not leaving until you deal with it. Consider the snowball or avalanche method and make sure you celebrate those wins. Yeah, I know logging into your accounts feels like opening a horror movie, but it's better to know exactly what is going on than let your imagination run wild. Make a list of every debt: credit cards, student loans, that one time you borrowed money from your grandma. It all counts. Now, when money is tight, side hustles can be your best friend. Whether it's a dog walking, freelancing, or selling stuff you don't use anymore, finding ways to bring in a little extra cash can give your budget some breathing room. You don't have to go full Shark Tank to find a side hustle that works for you. It can be as simple as picking up gigs like dog walking, tutoring, or selling the actual stuff you don't need anymore. Yeah, I'm talking about that treadmill you bought in a fit of optimism. Freelancing, babysitting, or even doing yard work can bring in some extra money. The beauty of a side hustle is that it's flexible. You can do it on your own time, around your full-time job, without thinking you are chained up to another 9 to 5. Whether it's a few hours a week or just whenever you have time, that extra income can help you pay down debt, pad your savings, or give you a little wiggle room in your budget for the fun stuff. Lastly, and maybe most importantly, stop comparing your budget to someone else's highlight reel. You are running your own race. Their new shoes might have been bought with their credit card they can't pay it off. Some folks are swiping up their credit cards harder than a kid on TikTok, racking up debt just to keep up appearances. Meanwhile, you're out here doing the real work, building a strong foundation with your budget. Trust me, that's worth way more than flashy posts. Don't let someone else's spending habits trick you into feeling behind. Instead, focus on your own goals. While others are showing off their instant gratification purchases, you're investing in something much more valuable, your financial peace of mind. You won't be stressed about bills or worried about making ends meet because you're putting in the work now. And that's the rundown on how to budget when you're not exactly swimming in dollar bills. Remember, it's not only about how much money you make, but also about how you manage them. If you found this helpful, subscribe and drop a comment below with your favorite budgeting tip. And in the next video, we'll talk about good old school cash envelope budgeting method.